Good morning. It's Thursday, and we're going to be doing our regular Thursday show. And if you notice, I got a new background. Isn't it nice? It's all set up. And I got my ducks back here and everything too. I like it. I think it looks a lot better. So I hope you guys like it too. I mean, here's George. We're still waiting on Sean. I don't know where Sean is yet. Back here and everything too. I like it. You ready, George?
Yeah, why? You want me to say something? Oh, good morning.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I got my curse bucket. Oh, that's for tomorrow.
Yeah. How much money's in there, though?
I don't know. I try to make a collection at Nashville. Everybody was a cheap bastard. Nobody gave me any money.
There was some of the Trump money in there. I probably took it back out though.
You did?
Yeah, to put it back in the kitty
Indian
for everybody else. I don't know where Sean is, but he'll be here at some point, I think. So, and you like the new background though? I like the new background. I'm going to show the duck I got in Nashville though. See, I got an Elvis one now too.
Cool.
Well, yeah, so I got Elvis, Trump, and then the guy with the helmet too. So I think I heard Sean come in. Oh, there he is. Ah, there's your Elvis duck too. we got them all the same. So we didn't get anybody for a guest today because we're going to be doing stuff for the Abbey 13 for Abbey Gate, and then we're going to do some Nashville clips. And next week I'll have the whole new reel done and everything. So if you didn't get in some of the clips that I'm going to show today, don't feel bad because I think I got like over 200 pictures and clips and stuff. So once a week wasn't enough to get it all done, but I will have it done for next week, the new reel. So I just wanted to say that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, well, I'm going to rip open with a prayer so that we can get going. How's that?
Sounds great.
Yes. Okay.
Good morning, George.
Well, how are you?
Good. I got a little craziness. They're ripping up my sidewalks out front of my house.
Oh, that's just peachy. Just make sure that the cables don't go now.
Yeah.
They're good for that.
I never out there move my cars, which is crazy. Anyway.
I thought you were in makeup.
No, actually, it's so we had these trees that lifted up the sidewalks. So now the township's going through and fixing, and they cut the trees down, and then they rip up the sidewalks. Well, they were all in front of my driveway, so I had to move the cars out, or else I won't, because they're going to be pouring sidewalks today too, or else I wouldn't be able to get the cars out.
Oh, the roots went under the sidewalk?
Oh yeah, there's like lifts,
Because the morons, when they plant the trees, they don't plant them deep enough.
Exactly.
Hey, who am I supposed to think about this? Is that Stacy?
I think I'm not sure if it was Stacy or Red. I can't remember.
No, it's Stacy.
I don't know. Red handed it to me, but Stacy might have brought it, so I'm not really sure. That was kind of like confusing.
I think Stacy had it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, Stacy brought all the Bucky stuff because I got beaver nuggets and all kinds of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Bucky, she brought all the Bucky.
Actually, it looks like you're doing an impersonation of John Bolton there, kind of, on the screen, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's in deep shit. Hey, come on, do your prayer.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So this is a smote note. So, and the angel gently smote Peter on the side and awakened him. So he who created us without our help will not save us without our consent, which was said by St. Augustine. But the verse comes from Acts 12:7. So basically, what kind of smote would you rather be the recipient of? A gentle nudge to awaken or a hard blow resulting in your demise? And I think most of us on this side want to be the gentle awakening, but the left is the one that's having the hard time. They're getting the hard blows. And I would say that just because of yesterday, what happened with the trans in Minneapolis. And until they treat trans as a mental illness instead of celebrating, I think there's going to be a lot more violence. And that's just all.
Anyway, Red got this for me. I was notified in the chat.
I thought so.
Oh, Red got it? Oh, I thought Stacy got it.
I know Stacy brought a bunch of the Bucky stuff.
Stacy just said I bought Bucky's, but Red bought that.
People, I'm sorry, Red. I apologize, Red. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I knew she handed it to me when we were doing that. So.
That's the problem. She gave it to you. She didn't give it to me right away.
Yeah, I know. Because we were getting ready to do it. She said, "Here's, George's swear jar. And you notice I'm drinking out of the Wake Up Patriots.
Yeah, I got mine too. Great job, Mark.
I didn't bring mine this morning.
We got to do this Friday because it says Frisky Friday. No, we got to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
You got to do it tomorrow.
So what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with some of the Nashville stuff, or do you want to start with the 13?
Well, Well, on the 26th was the 4-year anniversary of and also President Trump did an executive order about recognizing the day. Since Biden was looking at his effing watch when the 13th.
The Biden administration wanted to forget that day.
Embarrassing. Right? Yeah, well, he's a moron because he cared more about the time. I think he was worried about how long the pills were going to last him to stay awake. That's why he was looking at the time if he needed another dose. That's the thing. Can everybody hear me okay? I have to get closer to this thing. I know. I feel like with this beard on, I look like a captain of a ship.
Yeah, I used to have a little wood statue, George, when I was a kid. My mother got there were 3 sailors, like.
Oh, right? Yeah.
And one of them looked like you, actually. I wish I would have kept it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm going to have to darken the beard. I think I'm going to. Hey, listen, at Cape May, when you go there sometimes, they got the captain that had 7 daughters and he built 7 homes. Did you ever do that tour?
No, I heard about it, though.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's a great tour. You go with the horse and buggy. And plus, the place is effing haunted. Trust me. I got pictures with ghosts behind me by the houses and stuff like that. Freaky. I got to find them. I got them on my PC home, Cape May. But
I'll have to check that out next time I'm down there.
No, yeah, they even have the haunted house thing. The dinner, you go there. I brought my daughter there, and the eyeballs popped out of the soup.
Well, we stay, it's funny. There's so many old places in Cape May. There's a lot of bed and breakfasts and stuff like that as well. And back, I guess maybe good 15 years ago or so, maybe longer, we stayed at a bed and breakfast, and there was reports of it being haunted. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like middle of the night, I had a creepy, eerie feeling one night, and when we were there, and I don't know if I'd ever go back there. Actually, after I don't know what the hell it was. So
you know what? I'm sorry. You were talking about a ship captain. You know who you remind me of now with the beard, George? The guy from The Ghost of Mrs. Mirror.
That's it. I got it. That's it. You're right.
I just thought of that.
Yeah, maybe I'm on the ship. Watch. Here we go. Hoping everybody's
So, what do you want me to bring up that clip?
I think we. It's not a celebration. It's a respect of the day that the 13. Now, besides the 13 that were killed, I know I met a lot of the parents, the Ghost Star parents, and in fact, one of them they had a post office named after him, which was pretty cool that they did that. So it was the guy with
down in Florida, right?
The one with the red beret. He was, they've been doing a lot of that now with the post office. That they've been naming them after people that have been, killed at the ultimate sacrifice. Naming post office after them. I mean, people. It's the same thing. Like, how many people forgot about these 13 sacrifices, and also people forget about 9/11 and all the other days that they want us just to forget. And it's just unbelievable because, and you heard the other thing that President Trump's doing about the Smithsonian, and he's trying to bring the original history back because they made the Smithsonian a woke ideology of all the, like, the white people were horrible, and now he's got to change it, and now the blacks are getting all pissed off about it. Which they shouldn't, because it's history. We were bad in past history and everything else. In fact, I sent Trixie a videotape about that. Something very interesting about things, and we're going to cover a lot of stuff as we go along. Today we didn't want to get a guest because of the event we had last week, which was fantastic. I was so happy to see all those people come out. It was amazing that people came from all over, from Texas and Oregon. Oregon. Does that stand for
South
something?
Carolina, Florida,
Oregon. Is it gone? It's Oregon gone?
Nebraska. It was.
Nebraska.
Yeah, we got to get back. We're going to go back to the 13, then we'll go to Nashville. So
No, I'm just saying is that
George is doing the Trump weave. He's coming around.
yeah.
Then he'll go back, and then he'll go.
Yeah. Well, but it's important that about to remember the 13, and also there was a total
Heroes, George.
Yeah,
13 heroes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I get reminded a lot of times there was 11 Marines, one Army, and a corpsman, which is Navy, but they stand by the Marines as a medic, which a lot of people don't know. But that's and while these coffins were coming off of the plane at Andrew Air Force Base, Mr. Biden decided to check his watch, which is embarrassing. See, and he tries to be cool about it, but it's an embarrassment of what he did to this country. In 4 years, he destroyed this country like unbelievable. And there's people out there really believe that he was the greatest thing. and the mental disorder that people have to understand how important this country is, but it's all the stuff that they get told in the schools, how they're brainwashed and everything else.
How about the first lady showed more respect during that time than the president, than the actual commander in chief?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
How sad is that?
Well,
the whole thing was so messed up, though. Even though it was, the Afghanistan and everything, look at all the people that fell off the plane trying to jump on the plane in Afghanistan. Yes. People handing babies over the wall and everything. The pullout was like the biggest mistake ever. And,
but the worst thing was a lot of people got on the plane that weren't invented at all. They weren't the ones that helped. Yeah, they weren't. It wasn't the people that helped the soldiers. There's a lot of people being killed, and I'm going to bring up a congressman called Corey Mills, which a lot of people are bad mouthing, but that's besides the point. He on his own got helicopters and everything else to get actually Americans out of Afghanistan. He also did it in Haiti.
That's right.
And he did a lot, and it was out of his own money. He also donates his money to
go back for 1 second to what you just said. How many people were left behind? Not only did we lose 13 heroes, right, but we abandoned a lot of citizens there. And like you just brought that up about Corey Mills, that's right. They were doing special operation type of
and no help from the Biden administration.
No, they weren't doing anything.
People don't really talk about that, George. That was good. You brought that up.
Well, I know Corey Mills. I know Corey Mills personally, and they're coming out with a whole bunch of negative stuff against him because he is a congressional man of the Constitution, and he wants term limits. He's pushing the issue of term limits, and they're fighting him for that. You understand? So what happens is, when somebody wants to do the right thing by for the rights of the people, all of a sudden they come out the attacks. It was something with this what do you call this, Miss America, whatever if she was, and she's challenging him about pictures, and he said, "Well, if you're going to show pictures, I'll show pictures," and it's back and forth. And the whole thing is that it's like the same thing what they did to Trump, right? All that lady that came out,
it's to discredit. Yeah, it's all discredit. It's all discredit.
It's your word against, and the whole thing is you got people instead of defending a guy like there's a couple of people that have a hot on for him. So even in Florida is corrupt, believe it or not. I mean, it's a red state and everything else, but they got so much shit with and a lot of states too with the election integrity. But the problem is that people must understand now 2026 is going to be an important issue for us, which everybody has to go out and vote. The MAGA must go out and
I think
vote.
2025 is going to be an important issue too for
Yeah,
your local
2025.
election. You got
Yeah.
governors.
No, it's 2025 for the 2026 term, right? You got the governor of Jersey and stuff like that, which I don't think there's going to be a problem. Ohio, Vivek is going to be good. Chattarelli's going to be good, and we need the MAGA agenda, which is very important, which the Democrats are trying to destroy. If you see what they're trying to do, and that's their mission, and what's happening, there are some MAGA people that are starting to turn against Israel, which is it's wrong, because Palestine had no, I mean, am I getting out of this whole thing with this country stuff? To stop me if I'm going out of the handle here. But all the sacrifices that were made by our soldiers to get back to the
stop sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the watermelon?
The stop sign.
You know what you should do on the watermelon head? Turn the stick around and put stop.
Yeah, no. I'll make them red. It'll be stop.
Put stop on the other side. No.
You guys see the nice tape on the back there? It's got the flag on.
Yeah, right there. Put stop. Make it painted red. But I'm just saying, there's so much crap out there that they're trying to destroy, and look what happened in Washington with President Trump did with the National Guard. Yeah. He's going to go to Chicago. He didn't give a shit what they said. What?
Speaking of Washington, Washington D.C.? Did you see the mayor actually came out, Bowser?
Yeah, she brought down the numbers. Yep.
Sounds like she's actually praising Trump now. I think it was carjacking in this period. It's been down 87%. Right. There was, I don't know if there was a murder happened recently, but I think it was 11 or 12 days of no murder in D.C. Mm-hmm. And then these other governors and these other mayors are fighting for security of their people. They should be welcoming the people.
Because of the anti-Trump syndrome.
Yeah.
The whole thing is that, don't forget, the mayor of Washington, D.C. gets paid by the federal government. It's not by Washington, D.C.
Correct.
D.C. is a corporation that has nothing to do with a state, which the Democrats were trying to do because they would have got 3 more seats as Democrats.
Yeah.
And one Senate.
Well, Denise
changing tune though is something, because before, she was ripping him up real bad and everything, but you got to look at what the backlash is going to be on her if she continued to keep going up against Trump, though, because most of the people in DC are kind of happy they're not getting carjacked at red lights. Could I wouldn't want to drive.
The news reporter said the same thing. Her husband was hijacked. The car was hijacked.
Denise just said in the chat, roundabout way she complimented Trump, which is true. She's not like a Trump fan per se or whatever, but she's kind of saying the stuff's stopping now, right? The crime's slowing down.
Well, if you remember when
tell that to Big Balls, though.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what put Trump over the edge. The thing is that, don't forget, when Biden used to bring up the numbers of employment, was all government jobs, right?
Sure it was, yeah.
All in Washington, everything else, but it brought the numbers up, and that's all they cared about. Now you got the piece of shit, Mr. Powell, that still ain't lowering the interest rates, and the GDP
that may change. That may change September, right?
They just fired that other woman there that's been around.
Cook.
Yeah.
Cook. Yeah.
But
mortgage fraud, right?
Yeah.
They're all doing it. They're all doing mortgage fraud because you don't think you're going to get caught. It's just a form that they fill out. But they're.
What's your beautiful word there, Trixie? What's the beautiful word? Your pool guy? Your pool boy?
Rico.
This guy says both residences are his primary residence, right? I mean, he's got one in D.C. and one out in California. Or Maryland, I guess you could say.
Look how many of them did it. Was it Letitia James and Schiff, and now that Cook lady? I'll bet you if they went through everybody's tax returns or their mortgage forms and stuff like that, they're going to find a lot of them did that, because you stop and think about it. Who do you think is ever going to go back on your mortgage form and look to see what box you checked?
You see, they have that mentality of the Schmidt-Mundt Act.
Oh, very good, George. Schmidt-Mundt.
And if everybody doesn't know what that act is, Obama put it in. Well, it was an old act, but Obama reinstated it for the simple reason is so the politicians and the fake news media could lie. They're allowed to lie. There's nothing there's nothing they're held accountable for.
Legalized propaganda.
Right. And what happens is our GOP put it in the bill again instead of eliminating it. And now the only thing that Trump could do is make it an executive order. So if you remember, I said 2 weeks ago about that Johnson and Toon were still keeping the House, Congress in session because they stayed behind with everybody, with the gavel and everything else. So the word's out that now Toon is not going to stop any of President Trump's recess appointments.
Yeah,
He's
with a
gonna,
couple
he's
days
gonna
left.
help him. He's gonna help him now. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's gonna speed it up.
Yeah, because you know why?
Toon changed his tune.
Yeah, Toon. Oh, he was a piece of shit. You know what it is? He's under the direction, believe it or not, he's under the direction of McConnell. McConnell holds a lot of money. McConnell holds the purse, the power to
donor money.
Yep, a lot. Not donor money, the money that's held in the Senate.
Yeah, well, McConnell's under the gun by the Chinese too, because his wife's, with the Chinese shipping company. His sister-in-law was in that electric car that sunk, and she couldn't get out. That was a message to him to toe the line from the Chinese. I don't think it was an accident, but that's just my opinion. So
there's a lot of accidents that happen.
Yeah, there's a lot that follow Hillary Clinton.
Did everybody forget about that Supreme Court judge that automatically died on a hunting trip and he was in bed?
Scalia.
That's right. These things.
Scalia, one of the best ones. One of the best judges we had.
Oh yeah, he was a constitutionalist boy. Let me tell you. And I hope a lot of people might not like Ted Cruz, but if there's a replacement for a judge, I think he would be perfect.
I agree. I think Ted Cruz would be great.
He's excellent. I mean, we got a lot of people in the chat, but people must have to understand to look at everything. But he's very good with the Constitution and everything else. I mean, he's a great senator, but he would be perfect.
Back up his arguments, though. He's very quick on his feet when it comes to citing cases and everything. And that's the one thing that you got to, because look at Ketanji, what is her name? Ketanji Jackson or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I mean, she was even arguing the wrong total point in.
You don't know the difference between a guy and a girl.
If you can't start with what a woman is, everything else is messed up.
Yeah, Amy Coney Barrett even had to call her out on that.
I almost cursed like George, but I changed it. I said messed up. You could do the math and figure out where I was going.
But just picture this in your mind: how these people were educated and how they were told. They're supposed to be impartial to everything. They're supposed to represent the Constitution, and so is all the Congress and the Senate. You take an oath.
You take an oath
on the Constitution. And what it is that believe it or not, some of the Democrats took an oath on comic books and stuff.
In the Korean.
Now, and we know 168 subpoenas went out from the IRS. To investigate them, and 156 of them were Democrats. So there's a lot of stuff. That's why the Democrats are on the defense, and that's why they're trying to protect them all. Because if one sings, the other one's going to, especially them. And Hillary's going to be pretty good on that chair there. That I'll tell you that much.
I'd like to see her on a solar-powered electric chair, so that if they do fry her, it kind of takes a long time. Because it'll be intermittent power in and out.
All this stuff with the
Green New Deal.
Well, that's what they're gonna get. That's what they're gonna get here. I mean, these solar panels and everything else is only, if the sun's out, it's great, but you're only getting 51% of power. I mean,
maybe they'll do her on a cloudy day.
Yeah. Well, what about with David Walsh was fantastic about his whole stuff.
I'm sorry.
And these windmills that turn. I don't know how the power's getting there. I mean, they're turning so slow. It's unbelievable. The windmills are hooked up to
windmills.
Yeah. They're hooked up to a generator
for some reason. I keep on going in and out. I don't know. I heard George say something about turn, and I'm like, what's he talking about?
Yeah,
windmills. So
it must be on your end, Sean, because I'm on my end here. Everybody's fine.
Okay. Yeah, maybe It's
Everybody
happened twice, but
hear us okay? Oh, oh, we took a ride and we were at Winnemac. And Winnemac, I should have sent the video on that one. There's one store has a store.
Yeah.
One store has a thing that says anti-solar panels, anti-farm, give up farmland and everything else. And there was 30,168 acres of Indiana farmland that are solar generated.
Mhm.
And there was one office that street level, a storefront that had anti-solar, and the one right next to it was the solar company.
They put, two offices right next to each other. But what is it? What is it? Tax abatements or something like that they're trying to do in Indiana for all the solar, and it's the Mammoth Solar.
Yeah, Mammoth Solar Company. Yeah, and what do you call it? Florida, they're doing the same shit, and they're paying off the politicians. They're getting a lot of money. You know, all these electric companies are making money. And
Dave Walsh talked about that when he was on here.
Yeah, well, that's what they're trying to push. What do you call it? Jersey. Yep. And they didn't give a shit about the whales coming up, right? The whales were getting killed by the sonar. They were messing up with the ground stuff.
If it was Trump doing that, they would be whale costumes out there and on the turnpike, shutting down the Jersey Turnpike. But it was Democrat doing it. It was and again, it goes to show you, Democrats have the media, right? I was talking with a gentleman last night about that. Democrats, they get away with so much stuff because they have the media, and where Republicans are scared to death because they don't have the media.
Yeah, but the whole thing is they shouldn't be scared. They shouldn't be afraid. Forget about scared. A scared is a Brooklyn word. Afraid of the media.
Scared.
They know that's what happened.
Scared.
Yeah. That's scared is a Brooklyn terminology. Yeah,
I know. That's Brooklyn.
I was just scared when I walked into a building.
Anyway, Sergeant brought up in the chat about Scalia. They didn't do an autopsy. I forgot about that. That was like to clean up the crime scene.
What about the shooter?
That's what Denise said. Yep. Bingo.
Him right away. Yep, and then the parents lawyered up Hillary Clinton. They lawyered up with one of the top Hillary Clinton lawyers.
Yeah.
But everything just like.
Yeah.
Just keep your eye on I tell everybody, keep your eye on a board, because let me tell you something. Every time another day is the distraction. Like this shooter, right? This kid, this transgender. Tell me that's not a mental problem. Okay?
It's a mental problem, and it's the steroids.
Did you see the video? Yeah. Did you see the video? I mean, how disturbing was that video?
He had the clips all marked with children and all that stuff and everything.
And speaking of the media, correct? Like how they try to control narrative. Did you hear that? I guess was it ABC? They said that Trump was mentioned on the guy's gun. Did you hear that clip?
Yeah.
So
it wasn't there, but
what they were trying to do is they're trying to make it like Trump is like the guy was like, maybe they want to put Trump's name into it, so people think Trump, like on mainstream media, people think Trump's involved. It's crazy. What these people hear on mainstream media, they have no idea.
There were 7 transgender shootings, and involved children, churches, and schools.
Yeah.
7. I mean, it's not a big. They'll go back and they'll say it's not a big percentage, right? And they'll blame the gun, like that asshole mayor that's talking to everybody. Oh, forget about thoughts and prayers. We have to think about it, and right away bringing the gun issue up. If they had a gun in there, it would have been pretty good that somebody would have been taken down, especially it was. But the transgenders, it's always happening with the transgenders that are happening. I mean, there's other murders and mass shooters. Anything that's over 4 killings.
Is a man? Yeah, I thought it was 2 or 3 actually, but maybe 4.
4. It's 4 shooting, and then they could, and they did that because of the news media. They could say the word mass shooting, but they don't say, like 4 or things. So. Yeah. I mean, look at the kids' lives at young age. You
know where all that comes from? All that rage is from the steroids that they take, because They like if a man is going into a woman, they give him all the estrogen, to change
hormones, right?
progesterone. Yeah. But the steroids will do that. So if you're a woman going to a man, they're giving you testosterone. So a woman has never had testosterone, in her body. So that's what creates all the anger and the rage. And the other stuff that they give you too, it messes with your thought process. So when that messes with your thought process and you have all that rage, this is exactly what you're going to get. And I don't think it's a coincidence that the violence is coming from them. I think that you're going to see a lot more of that. Look at the crowds. When you see like the left crowds, you've got, I think this is my opinion, but I'm going to say it. You get the frontal lobe damage for when the COVID-19 jab crosses the blood-brain barrier. You're ending up with your governor's in your frontal lobe. That's what regulates your emotions and your control over your attitude and everything. So you have that. And then you have
is that why your forehead's so big? No,
you want sign language today?
What are you going to tell me? He's number one?
And then you have the trans taking all these steroids and everything that are on the left too, and you get those combined into a group and they're instigating each other. And I mean, this is seriously my own opinion, but it's backed by medical science.
Oh, you know more about this stuff than I do with the drugs, but isn't a lot of these drugs experimental?
Yeah,
what they're doing, right?
It's a live clinical trial.
Even the hormone therapy and all, isn't all that?
Yeah, because once you take the medication, you go back to the doctor. I feel this way, that way, this way, and he writes it down, and then they go send it back. The side effects are, how many commercials are on TV between? Like I always say it all the time. You go for depression, then you got to go for your pecker to get hard. Then you need another thing for a COPD because I think you get out of breath because of the what do you call it? Viagra and stuff, and then
the pecker pecking.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying is they put all, and then the side effects. Well, if you take this pill, you wind up, taking a suicide and stuff. But Tracy knows a lot of this stuff because she did work for pharmaceutical things. Yeah. Is that true there?
Trixie, it doesn't matter. I answer all the same. Except just don't call me a bad word.
We got 2 T's.
Yeah. I know, Sean, what time do you got to pop out?
About 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, then while you're here, I'm going to do the Nashville stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to suggest. Yep.
All right. Awesome. So you guys ready for something fun then?
Yep.
Let's start out with, let's see which one we're going to go with. We're going to go with this one first. Okay. We're gonna go we're live on Facebook, you guys. So this is all blackmail material. Okay. All right. Wake up, Patriots. Smile and say hi. You're live.
Hi.
You guys are all live right now.
Hi, y'all.
We're at John Rich's. We're at John Rich's bar up on the rooftop. You can see. We're gonna have more here. Let's see. We got over here. And we're gonna keep going around. You guys say hi. You're live on Facebook.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
The birthday girl is still working. Hello. Wake up, Patriots.
Yes. My husband
One of you or something like that. Get my better side.
That was the woman that I showed you the photo of.
Hello.
Okay, that was everybody there. Now we're going to go down and we're going to look at Broadway. We'll go live down there. We were across the street at Kid Rock's last night. Down here, we're going to go back. We're up on the rooftop bar. Is this too cool or what? All right, say goodbye. That was a good one. All right, ready for another one?
George
one
says
you
there's a
doing?
lot of broads on Broadway.
Yeah.
Right, George?
Yep. What are you doing now? Hey, don't forget, you got to show that video with that guy with the mask. It's very good about that one.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that after I do these ones.
You a
Okay.
masked marauder?
No, this was really good. Oh, that's the American. That's the music. That's what do you call?
That's
That's
the
when we went
that's
out
the
to
ice
dinner.
box.
Yeah, that was at the favorite bar of
That was at Wallens.
yeah, Wallens. Yeah.
That was when we were going to dinner at Kid Rock's. There's
Yeah,
Sean
sure.
always on his phone. He's
I'm
always
sure.
on his phone.
That's a nice picture.
That is a nice picture, isn't it?
It
Everybody
was
was
so
so
nice to see. It was so nice to have everybody out. I mean, it was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
we missed
Everybody came
some
out.
people that didn't come, obviously, but the people that came, we had a lot of fun. That was
I mean,
that
from
was
far
cool.
distance, Oregon, Nebraska, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina,
Yep.
Florida.
Yep. South
That's when I
Dakota.
knew it was petered out.
There's
Texas.
everybody doing drugs. No, I'm not kidding.
It was
She had a
surprising.
How
beautiful
about-
voice. She had a beautiful voice, right? When we
US
go there.
Sun, yeah.
How about you? Yeah, how about USN Air opening up the show with that song? I mean, that was wonderful. The only thing we screwed up with, we should have had her close out the show with another song. I think that would have been great.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
This was at
There's my wife on the
that
phone
was
arguing with the kids
yeah.
back home.
at the hotel. I don't smile. I wanted that car.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
Smokey and the Bandit car. I love that.
Gotta take my picture. Gotta take my picture. Smokey the Bandit.
You guys were eastbound and down.
Yeah.
The
Let's see, we
one
got
that
one-
You know what's
one that-
funny? Hey, when you guys
What happened to your
on
voice?
Saturday, Trix, I was going to film it for you. You had the Smokey and Bandit car, and on Saturday after you guys left, we went down to Broadway for a little bit, and the first bar we walked into, they were playing Jerry Lewis, Eastbound and Down, which is actually funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been. I should. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it. The Smokey and the
Son of a-
Bandit car.
son of
I
a
got
bitches.
really excited.
Son of a bitches. Remember?
Yeah, Jackie.
Some
Gleason.
bitch. Some
Yeah.
bitch.
You
Yeah.
some bitches. Let's see. We got. Here's another.
I did. That was mine. That's mine.
very good.
Watching
Very
that
good.
video,
Huh?
watching that video of the street, I could relive the smell, the aroma of the street.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
fun.
yeah,
We had
yeah.
a good time, though. I
Some of
thought
the
it was
places
everybody that came out. I mean, we had a really good time.
We got to give a lot of thanks to Mark for putting it all together.
Mark
Yeah.
did a yeah. Let's give a public shout out to Mark, and he really
His
did a
wife.
great
Don't
job
forget the
putting it all
wife.
together. I think.
Don't forget
Well,
his wife.
I think it was
Marjorie.
Mark's wife that put it together in the background.
Marjorie, you think Marjorie was the one that put it
Yeah, I
together?
think
Mark
Marjorie?
just took-
She's a powerhouse. I'm positive of that one.
She was. I'll tell you what.
It's
She was.
funny.
She was great. She's a fun character. She needs to come on film once in a while. She was.
Yeah.
She was fun. You
Yeah,
know?
she should take Mark's place.
No, Mark did a good job, and then Sean, you did too. We had a butt dial in from Ed, so
Yep.
that was good.
That was fantastic. It was great that Ed gave us some time. I think he was looking forward to doing that. You know, he kind of told me like, reach out to him. And I texted him during the show. He's like, yeah, call me anytime now. So I'm like, that was awesome. Just I think we had a little challenge hooking it up with the audio in the beginning, right? With it, but I guess
Yeah, it worked out fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Trix, put that other video with the guy.
But you know what? Real quick though, great. I mean,
Yeah.
shout out to Mark and everything, but and everybody, but shout out to all the Patriots that came. They helped out. They did some things. I mean, that's that's what really made it so special. All the people that came, and hopefully next time it's
Everybody. Oh, what happened with that one? Everybody donated gifts to have the raffles and stuff.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. What I mean, there's so much stuff that was done behind the scenes from Patriots that came there, and
they all participated. Yeah, it was good.
yeah, I think it was amazing, 100% amazing.
You know what, George? You're gonna kill me.
Insider said we watched a guy pour his own beer. Yeah, that was funny.
You lost the video? Oh my god!
Yes, I'll have it for tomorrow. I'm looking for it right now, but I can't find it right now.
Where's my knife? Where's my knife?
Huh?
Who's gonna get my knife and stab me in the heart?
Oh boy.
I'll find it. No, I knew I did some of them this morning.
That's all right.
Let me see if it's this one. Nope, it's not that one either.
Try the other one.
Ah, I know where it is, but I won't be able to get it fast enough.
It's all right. Take your time. We got a whole 15 minutes left. You got to do the trivia. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll have it for tomorrow.
Yeah, let me hear
I
the trivia
everyone.
question. I have to jump out, so let me hear a trivia question before I go, so I could
Okay, you ready?
see if I was smart enough to answer.
Who was the most important banker who did not get on the Titanic? So
Oh,
it was, who was the most important banker who did not get on the Titanic?
Oh, that's a good one.
See if anybody knows.
Jilly won. Rothschild. One Citizen. J.P. Morgan. And Low Country Chase. I like the first three answers are all different.
Okay.
That's great.
Well, Chase and JP Morgan is the same. So
Dr. Well, that's just the company, isn't it? J.P.
yeah,
Morgan.
but he created Chase. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Dr. Kirschlag Morgan. Beach Cat Blues, J.P. Morgan. Loves Christ, J.P. Morgan. Patty M. Morgan. Angels Unawares, Morgan. Denise Morgan. Energy Rothschild. USN Air Rockefeller. And American Mark never lets us down. It's a shame he wasn't on the Titanic, is Jerome Powell. And he wasn't on there, Mark. All right.
But did you think that
Florida for Trump. Wait, hang on. Florida for Trump joining Mark now and saying Elon.
Yeah. I think he did came out time machine.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I just imagine, did he know that something was going to happen to that ship?
And Bama Trump said Rothschild. I think that's it. Well, I don't know. You know what? I mean, maybe he's just like, hey, I'm not going this thing. It's the first time. That was the first voyage, correct?
Mhm.
Maybe he just thought, I mean, because it's not like we put an iceberg there or whatever, and I don't know, like
Yeah, but the ship was steered that way. It wasn't that it was. The ship was. There was a lot of important people on the ship. It was just steer. It was actually steered that way. So he could have avoided it, and he had the power. I mean, they had 4 smokestacks on that ship, right? And they were pumping that coal in that bottom of that where those guys were working. So the power was there.
yeah,
It's just that the captain didn't steer it right. But why? And the captain did survive. The captain went down with the ship, but he did survive. The captain.
yeah. They're supposed to go down with their ship, aren't they?
Yep, but he did survive. He was the one that jumped on a little boat there because he didn't want to die. So for some
Yeah.
reason, there was a reason why he knew or something.
Okay, I'm going to have your. Sorry, I got your video clip that you wanted me to show.
Oh yes, this is very important.
Uh-oh.
You want, okay, you
Drum
ready?
roll. Do we need a drum roll first?
Oh, this is a good one. It's very very smart. The way they
Oh,
They say
whoops!
America was built,
Hang on, I did it wrong.
and we have no right to it. That the sins of conquest invalidate the country itself.
I think it's time
Let's
to
ask
fire
a better
George.
question. Who did the native tribes take it from?
Well,
Because long before America was built on stolen land, and
Hang
we have
on.
no right to it. That the sins of the Apache.
I gotta stop it. It's back here.
No one was living in peace with clear borders.
All right, I
man,
have
did
to
you
run.
mess it up?
goodbye.
I messed it up.
I'll see her by tomorrow.
Everywhere else
Okay.
in the world.
All right, I'll
Thanks
see
for
you.
having
later.
me. All right,
Bye,
bye.
everybody.
Spain claimed
Bye.
the Southwest.
Sorry, you can hear the video. You can hear the sound though.
Britain
Well, shut the thing
colonized
off.
the East. After them,
I can't.
America.
What do you mean you can't?
Take
It's
California.
behind StreamYard. I
People
can't
say
get
we
to it.
stole it
Oh.
from Mexico. Mexico had it for just 27 years.
Well,
after
what,
taking it
the
from Spain.
thing is, it's a very interesting video because of all these morons that are talking
Took it
about
from each other.
how we
Just
stole the
listen to it
land.
and I'll play it again. It's almost done.
Conquest, treaty, rebellion, revolution. And if you want to erase every nation built that way, then you're erasing the entire world. We're not saying don't honor the past. We're saying stop weaponizing it with half-truths. No one today is responsible for what happened 500 years ago, but we are responsible for what we do with the truth now. My friends, we are all anonymous.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I can play it again with the picture. It was only 2 minutes or less.
Yeah, to play it again. I think it's.
Conquest invalidate the country itself. But let's ask a better question. Who did the native tribes take it from? Because long before Europeans arrived, indigenous tribes conquered and displaced each other. The Comanche pushed out the Apache. The Iroquois dominated the Northeast. No one was living in peace with clear borders. It was survival, territory, power, just like everywhere else in the world. Then came the Europeans. Spain claimed the Southwest. France took the Mississippi. Britain colonized the East. And after them, America. Take California. People say we stole it from Mexico. But Mexico had it for just 27 years after taking it from Spain. Who took it from the tribes? Who took it from each other? History isn't clean. It's conquest, treaty, rebellion, and revolution. And if you want to erase every nation built that way, then you're erasing the entire world. We're not saying don't honor the past. We're saying stop weaponizing it with half-truths. No one today is responsible for what happened 500 years ago, but we are responsible for what we do with the truth now. My friends, we are all anonymous.
I think it's an important clip because of all these assholes walking around with all different flags of their country that they came from, that they come out with. And this is the problem, is because of history. They're not taught the history, which is so important about this country. Yes, true, there were mistakes made, but the ones that made the mistakes don't actually take the blame for it. like the KKK was created by the Democrats, and Jim Crow was a Democrat, and all the stuff that the slavery was created by Democrats, and the two biggest slave owners were black. So they don't bring that stuff up because of the control that they have over the minorities in this country. So they want to keep on insisting about the issue because what happened is the Republicans were the ones that gave people the right to vote with the amendments and stuff. I mean, there's so much history that is not being taught because they want to show how to destroy this country, which President Trump is stopping. 90% what Trump did with all the Europeans and all that stuff and everything else, Trump crushed the big one. And about 95%, I mean, there's still 5% of the New World Order, which he showed the power above the New World Order. He actually almost destroyed it. And he's got to destroy the deep state. It's very important, and that's what Trump is working on. But as you could see, Pete Hegseth just fired somebody that's been from Obama, or one of the generals that was in the administration of the military. So they're still there, and it's going to take them time. There's 900 people that are working on the President Trump.
Mhm.
So all these people have to be vented and done the right way. So
They need to get rid of the senior executive service too.
yeah,
That's a big one. That because those people are the ones that are embedded throughout all of government in different positions, and they're putting up roadblocks.
he's got to do an executive order about getting rid of that Smith Act. That's the
The
Smith.
Smith month, yeah. Well, that was put in through the NDAA when they renewed that.
Mhm.
You know, and the GOP stuck up with it, and I think they're wrong too.
Well, because they could still lie.
Yeah.
That's why they put it in there. The senators can lie and Congress can lie. That's why they put it in there.
Well, they
Because
can
it
lie
won't
when
do-
they're in Congress. They don't have to
Well,
tell the
they
truth.
don't-
It's the same
Correct,
thing.
because if you notice when they question the people, like when the committees question the people that are on in front of them, they have to take an oath to tell the truth,
Mhm.
but they don't. They
Exactly.
don't swear in. All of them don't swear in and say we promise. They don't say it. That's why Crocker shit there can say whatever she wants and trash everybody, and that's how they are. They can't AOC. They
Yeah.
try to destroy Tom Homan, but he straightened her out. You know, they're allowed to say what they want to say, and that's why. Yeah, but that's why Melonhead, Adam Schitt, did what he did because he can lie about the
Mhm.
Russian collusion. Now the shit's gonna hit him in the face because of everything was coming around. Because and Tulsi Gabbard, a lot of people had a lot of doubts about Tulsi, and let me tell you something. She's being big time advised by General Flynn because giving a step by step exactly what she's doing and how she's tackling everybody. Which there's going to be more to come. We got another. What is it? Another? How many more days to end of August?
No, 3.
Yeah.
29, 30, 31. Yeah, 3 more days.
And now, like I said, like we said, Tune is in tune now to approve President Trump's recess appointments. He's got 150 to do. People don't realize that. There's 150 recess appointments that he has to do. And don't be surprised if Matt Gaetz don't come back.
I hope he comes back. I want to see
Oh,
him.
by the way, did I say he had a baby boy? I think I did. He had him and his wife had a baby boy. 7 pounds, 11 ounces, exactly my birthday. I don't want to bring that up, but very lucky numbers for the baby. So.
Yeah, when you're talking about lucky, I think we were talking about in Nashville. We're going to go to St. Augustine next year, right?
Yep.
I think St. Augustine is what everybody was talking about. But while I got a minute, I'm going to tell everybody thank you for all the birthday stuff yesterday. I appreciate it. I just wanted to say that. That was nice. And what do we got tomorrow? We got Frisky Friday, and Frank's coming on tomorrow. He'll be here. And we'll be doing Losing Your Shit and George's Rant. What else are we going to do? Trump Truth.
Yeah. And what do you call the baby's name is Lucky Louis Gates. 7-11. Lucky numbers. Say that.
Well, he's just lucky because of who the parents he got.
Oh yeah, they're great people. And she's got a beautiful voice too. Can she sing? Ginger? Oh my God, unbelievable. I got to
So
get him.
can USN. USN can sing real good.
Yeah, she did a great job. Great job. And she gave me that what do you call the Blue Angels?
Oh yeah, the Blue Angels.
And she gave me that photo. I'm very, very proud. I'm gonna post that one. That was great. That meant a lot. I appreciate that one. So
Yeah. I don't know. I think Nashville ended up turning out really, really good. And especially for being the first time that we tried something like that, it was great. Especially as many people that came out too. There was like what, about 40
I think
of us.
40. I think it was 45. Really.
Really? It was a lot. It was a lot for considering, what we do and how it was planned and everything. And Nashville, it was perfect. Nashville, I thought was perfect because there was some stuff to do, afterwards.
Yeah, well, no, it was great. I mean, we didn't do the really. I mean, the stuff. In fact, I messed up my knee because I don't know how to get into an SUV. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of pictures of people on your bike too. I'll have those in the new reel. Everybody got a chance to do that who wanted to. And and the live broadcast on that Friday went long, and that was great. Everybody kind of got to see.
I took what's her name on the bike to go get a car fixed.
Oh, Tracy. Yeah,
Yeah.
low country. Yeah, that was fun. She enjoyed that. That's what she said. She liked the
No,
ride.
it's good. But she saw it's down the block. It was like 4 miles away.
Yeah.
What country comes from country? Because that's what. It's just up the block a little bit, and it's like 10 miles, 20 miles away.
Yeah. But I don't know. But it was good. It was a good time, and it doesn't seem like it was a week ago already.
And don't forget what do you call Trixie? They made her debut. She's going to be in the magazine of John Richards magazine of Red Riviera. Are you there? Are you alive?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Redneck Riviera. Yeah, I got to model the whiskey for Redneck Riviera.
I'm Tracy. Here I am. Yeah, she modeled out the bottle of liquor.
Yeah, I got to hold a bottle of whiskey.
She was. They were taking pictures of her.
Yeah.
We met we also met the CEO of the bar. John Richards was thinking about coming. Got him on the phone, but he couldn't make it. What I should have done is went there with the bike the next day and took a ride to his house. I didn't think of it, so that was a super mistake on my thing. But they took the pictures of but me and President Trump and the bike and stuff like that, which was pretty cool. They're gonna put that in a magazine. Hey, the show is over, as we say.
I can't wait till the magazine comes out. What did they say? 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks, and it'll be in social media campaign and in the magazine and stuff. So
yeah.
So I know. And see, everybody else left, and we were still sitting there, and see what happens. It was.
Mark was still there. He was taking the pictures.
Oh yeah, I know. Some of us were still there, and some of us weren't. So, but it was fun. I don't know.
No, we had.
I'm excited. I was excited to do it, though. I thought it was pretty cool. That would be my claim to fame.
All right. Well, God bless everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Go over to Mike Schwartz. He's on right now on Rumble from 10 to 11. He's got a good show.
Don't forget. Oh, by the way, the cups and shirts are going to be collectibles.
Oh, yes.
So get in touch with Mark.
Yeah, he's got extras. Okay.
All right, everybody.
See you guys tomorrow for Frisky Friday.
Yep.
Bye.
Okay. 10.